I was a guest speaker at an event this week, and the speaker on just before me was talking about how hard it's become to impress us, to impress anyone these days. He was talking about his recent experience at a luxury hotel, and the room was like a super smart room. And it was very intuitive to your needs. You put your phone down in a certain location and the TV automatically starts playing music from your most recent playlist. And, everything, every corner you turn was something like either really convenient or really smart. He was pointing out that in the 90s, our minds would have been like blown. I was then thinking about this dilemma and how it really is hard to wow anyone these days. Sure, technology has advanced at rapid speed, and that explains a lot of this, right? But truly, everything has become so crazy and so unexpected that it's not just that we're hard to impress, we're literally hard to shock anymore. The world has become astounding in so many ways. And that's how the markets felt about the CPI numbers yesterday. Unimpressed. Did you like that segue I just did there? The December Consumer Price Index showed that inflation rose 0.3%. Rose? What? No, it's not panic. We were expecting an increase. The markets were expecting a 0.2 increase, so this was only slightly hotter than expected. But Santa came to town in December, and he's expensive to host. So the markets didn't freak out about this. In fact, mortgage bonds are still doing pretty well. It seems that investors have drank the rate cut Kool-Aid and don't care what the data says anymore. They believe the Fed will cut rates this year. PPI came in this morning with inflation-friendly data, so that was good. It showed that producer inflation fell 0.1% in December, but more notably, the core rate came in at 0%. We like that. Now, half the world votes this year in elections. The UK, Pakistan, India, Mexico, Russia, even the European Union is all choosing new leadership in 2024. Of course, this will impact global economics. Let's look at our situation here at home. Almost daily, I speak to someone who is convinced that the current administration will not let Americans hit the polls in November after a poor man's summer. They want people buzzing around, spending money, and feeling good this summer. So they also want any memories of financial woes to be like distant, way far in the rearview mirror. Luckily for them, we tend to forget things pretty fast, but this is why there's lots of bets on a rate cut as early as March to start to get us buzzing around like toddlers on too much sugar. Inflation readings are also predicted to be friendly for a rate cut in March, especially since Powell said they don't have to actually see inflation hit their target before they'll do a rate cut. It seems most economists think that we're more likely to see the data support their target of 2% around May. But regardless, mortgage applications are already up quite a bit. The data shows that more consumers are applying for a mortgage every week. Purchase applications are up 5.61% this week. Refinance applications are up almost 20% week over week and up 30% from where they were a year ago. And I can personally attest to this. We've had a big jump in activity here. Not just people calling to find out what's happening with the economy or whether or not they should buy this year, people actually submitting their applications. The one bummer has been that we're noticing more and more applicants struggling with credit card issues and debt, and it's impacting their credit scores. It's not surprising because considering what 2023 looked like for most people financially and mentally, it was really tough for most everyone. It's something we're leaning into, though, and working very closely with borrowers to repair so that they can achieve home ownership this year. And this is where a solid real estate team comes together. As a realtor, when you give a lender a lead, you don't want to be too involved in the client's finances. There's a boundary that it's beneficial to protect there to maintain your relationship with them and keep it a certain way, So you're relying on the lender to handle that whole conversation, that whole situation, which is complex and dynamic, with expertise and with care. On this side, we have to be really non-judgmental and skilled at advising people on how to resolve these issues. We also have to be persistent with them and keep them on track towards their goals. Then on top of everything, we have to inspire them and keep them hopeful that their goal is achievable in the near future. I'm going to be sharing a system for treating every single lead like gold and how we handle them like little baby birds that we can't let fall through the cracks at the next Mortgage and Mimosas. I'm also really excited to talk about a new marketing topic. I want to tell you guys how you can use emotional intelligence rather than artificial to reach more clients and to grow your communities in 2024, which will result in more business. So save the date for February 14th. I think I'll open RSVPs around February 1st. It's a very limited event. We only have 50 seats, so you're going to want to jump on that as soon as you can.